Narcissists love court and lawyers love narcissists. Why narcissists weaponize the court system. That's it, I'm suing you. These are commonly used words for the narcissist. Narcissists by their very nature are litigious. They are obsessed with fantasies of power. In fact, the number 2 on the diagnostic criteria of the DSM-5 actually states that they have fantasies of unlimited power, etc. If the narcissist can't control you or win outside of a court system using their own methods and tactics of control, if they can't win, they'll call in a higher power. They'll call in the courts. Lawyers love narcissists because of their grandiosity and belief that they are special. Narcs often fall prey to other narcissists, psychopaths, and con artists. The legal profession is full of the above. A narcissistic or psychopathic con artist lawyer will tell the narcissist, you can win. As long as they have the money to pay, they'll keep saying that you can win. Actually, it's not even the psychopaths just taking advantage. It's literally that there's so many lawyers and there's only so many cases to fight. And sometimes, these lawyers take on these cases because they desperately need the work, essentially. And they all say the same thing. There's not ever been a case of a lawyer saying, no, you can't win this case. Never. So a lawyer will tell the narcissist, you can win as long as they've got the money to pay. And the narcissist who gets caught up in their own little fantasies of winning and destroying their enemy, that they don't even realise they're being fed a line. They're just not real bright like that. Narcissists weaponize the court system. So the narcissist will drag you into a court battle over the slightest little thing. They will often spend all their time, effort and money in a battleground in the court as a battleground because it becomes their new supply. They get fuel from this. They don't know when to pick their battles. They don't have that kind of, just that basic common sense. They go, oh, my feelings are hurt. Oh, that's it, I'm taking you to court. They don't have common sense. They don't know how to pick battles, and they have no real sense of justice anyhow. So even if they do have, $50,000 or $100,000 to take someone to court, and even if they did somehow, have all the stars in the universe align and they managed to manipulate the court in deciding with them, the victory is short-lived. And once they come down from all that yummy, yummy fuel and like the little fantasy of, I'm so powerful, I made this happen and I can control the world. Once they come down from that, they feel empty again. They feel under attack again. They feel slighted again. And now they're out of pocket. So to summarize, narcissists love a battle. It gives them fuel, attention, and something to talk about. They love all of that. They love being talked about. To a narcissist, the worst thing is to not be talked about. They fantasize about crushing you and, about you feeling like defeated and so little and powerless compared to them. Like they actually fantasize about this stuff, calling in the higher powers, calling in, threatening you with, I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to call the police on you. I'm going to tell the church about you or the pastor about you. I'm going to tell, the kids' school about you. I'm going to tell your workplace about you. Anyone that they perceive as having some kind of power or authority, they will use that to threaten, bully, and manipulate their victims. So, if you remember the narcissist kind of pillar and their spheres of their narcissistic spheres, their narcissistic pillars and their spheres of influence, you'll know where to hit them so it hurts. Okay, remember their egos are fragile and what people think of them matters to a narcissist big time. Okay, that facade, that mask, that act, they've got firmly plastered on. It's a performance. It's an act. It is a mask. It's a composite of all different people that they've admired. They put together this mask. and they wear it. And then when people call them out on it, they feel slighted. Like I said, they feel ashamed, and then they get narcissistic injury. And once you've injured a narcissist, like I said, they're going to try and to win at all costs. You know, they have to punish you. And if they can't do it, then they're going to try and find a way to do it. And as I said, you know, a fool and their money are easily parted. The narcissist will go to a lawyer who will say, yeah, sure, come on in, sign on the dotted line, we can win. You know, but when they get that bill, yeah, okay. Good luck to them. At the end of the day, as I said, you know, even if they were to actually win in a court of law, which is highly unlikely because, as I said, you know, they're so, you know, they go to court over the most ridiculous things. So even if they were to win in court, like I said, that kind of win or victory is always going to be short-lived. You know, they're paranoid and delusional. They're always going to take slight and offence to what anyone says. And so even if they were to win in court, you know, there's always ways. Like I said, there's always ways. You know, if you're in a battle with a narcissist, there's always ways. However, in saying that, the best way to win a battle with a narcissist is just not to engage. Sometimes easier said than done, especially when they are trying to drag you through the courts or trying to, you know, control you, manipulate you. But, you know, be smart, consider your battles. Some battles are worth fighting, others are absolutely not. And also remember at the end of the day that all narcissists threaten court. They all do the same thing. It's part of their MO. It's part of their delusions and their fantasies of power, delusions of grandeur and fantasies of power. All right, lovelies, thanks for listening. Get nut free, stay nut free.